Hello, Dave from Northern Bear Awareness here. I just want to take a moment of your time to explain some of the characteristics of the bears that we may encounter here in Prince George. And I'll spend a majority of the time talking about black bears, considering your chances of encountering a black bear are far more likely than a grizzly bear. The grizzly bears is part of the brown bear family, and I'm sure everybody's familiar with the one distinguishing feature that they have is that the big hump on the back. That's probably the most notable thing. Black bears, just because of the name black bear, doesn't mean that they're always black. They come in several different shades and tones of brown, from dark browns to light browns, to even a color that's described as being cinnamon. It's a very shiny brown color, to blondes. One of the most distinguishing features that a black bear has is that its rump is usually higher than its front shoulders. So if it's got a high rump, it's probably more than likely a black bear, and if it's got a big hump on its shoulders, it's probably more than likely a grizzly. Physical characteristics: a gentle slope from the forehead down to the nose in black bears, high, well-rounded ears, very good sense of hearing, very good sense of eyesight. Their sense of smell is 7 times better than a bloodhound's, and depending on wind and terrain conditions, they can pick up a scent of a food source up to 5 kilometers away. And if you think you want to try and outrun a bear, you can't, because bears can reach speeds as fast as a horse. And alrighty, you're all ready to go for a walk. So what do we do if we encounter a bear? The easiest thing to remember is let the bear know you're there. Making your presence known, talking in a loud voice. You can whistle, you can sing, you can clap your hands every once in a while. And especially when you start to see that the trail is coming around maybe a blind corner or up over a rise, or you can't see too far in front of you, it's a really good time to announce your presence. Another avoidance strategy is stay in a group. Safety in numbers. So if we're out with the kids, keep your children close. Keep your pets under control. That's another thing. Another thing to consider when you're out on the trail is an old hiker's thing. Pack out what you pack in. If you're bringing food along, make sure that anything that it was wrapped in goes either in the proper garbage containers or you bring it out with you. Please don't litter. That bear's sense of smell that is so acute will pick up the smallest candy wrapper on a trail, and it can associate trail activity and human activity with a food source. Some people like to have peace of mind of carrying bear spray. If you do decide to make that decision to carry spray, it is a very effective deterrent. The important thing about bear spray is carry it on your person where it is quickly accessed. Another thing that we have to look for is the signs that bears have been active in the area. Every once in a while, take a look down at the ground. You may notice a footprint. You may notice a bear scat on the trail. Should you be out for a walk and you see a bear at a distance, the best thing to do is, if you see it before it sees you, stop and try and leave the area quietly. Don't draw attention to yourself. If you do encounter a bear and a bear does recognize you, sometimes a bear will stand on its hind legs. It is not a precursor to a charge. A bear is just trying to get a better look. You may know the bear is sniffing, is trying to pick up your scent. And that's when you talk loudly, calmly, and firmly. You say, "Hey bear." It doesn't really matter what you say, because I don't think bears can understand English. That announces you as a person. More than likely this bear is going to scurry off just by identifying yourself as a person. If it doesn't, if it does start to approach you or come closer, showing more interest in you, then you have to talk a little louder. You raise your arms up, you make yourself look a little bigger, you talk louder again, and you start giving it space. You want to show that you are not threatening to this animal, so you start backing up slowly. Don't turn your back on an animal, because then you don't know what it's doing. So giving that animal some space, increasing the distance between you and it seems as a non-threatening move. This is all important information that makes it easier for you to enjoy your walk. We have a wonderful place where we live in the middle of a forest, and there is so much to offer. It is good to get out and enjoy it. So don't be fearful, be knowledgeable, and you will enjoy your day a lot better.